Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Norristown Area High School for tonight's NASD TV presentation of girls basketball between the Norristown Lady Eagles and the Pennridge Rams. And my name is Neil Schaefer, and I'm joined by Greg Fry, sitting in for John Price. And Greg, we're looking at a really tough game tonight for the Eagles in a Pennridge squad that brings a 17-4 overall record and a 10-3 league record. A lot of height out there. What else do you see in the warm-ups?
Well, they look like a pretty good executing team. Norristown just going to have to play some good defense tonight and try and stop those entry passes into the tall people in the middle.
All right. Norristown is sporting a 6-14 overall record and a 4-9 league record, which is pretty good because when Roger took over, Coach Jackson took over, they didn't have any league wins. So he's produced 4 league victories. So that's pretty admirable for a coach taking over almost halfway into the season. I think we're going to see some new girls tonight on the floor starting. I think Rebecca Springman is one of those instead of Tamay Ellis or Mecca Hawkins. But starting for the Rams is number 5, Jen Rindich. Number 10, or excuse me, it's Jess Rindich. Number 10, Jen Brown. Number 14, Tara Herman. Number 21, Jana Rediger. And number 23, Nicole Jarrett. And if you look out on the floor right now, you see number 21, that's Jana Rediger. She's got to be 6 feet or taller, probably 6'1" or 6'2". She's a real tall player. I think she pretty much is the tallest player on both teams combined.
Well, Neil, I'd have to say she's probably the center on Pennridge's team.
I would say that. I would say that. If I was the coach, I would definitely put her at center. I'd have her jump for me. I'd have her stuck underneath the basket for any rebounds. As the Eagles starters are being announced, that's 15, Rebecca Springman, number 5, Jackie Waite, number 20, Melissa Kelly, number 23, Amy Jablonski, and number 32, Jackie Cresswell. And we'll be back right after this, after the national anthem.
May I ask you all stand for the playing of our national anthem?
All right, welcome back to Norristown Area High School Gym. Getting ready for tip-off here between Norristown and Pennridge on a very, I guess, cold Tuesday night. Looking like we're going to get some bad weather out there tonight.
Hey, yeah, maybe a little delay tomorrow for school. That would be nice.
We can only hope.
Snow warning. Seem to misplace some papers here, Greg. What did you do? Steal them?
I don't know.
All right, we have a very good game in front of us. Norristown coming off a big win over William Tennant, and Pennridge, of course, the record speaks for themselves. They will definitely be a force to reckon with in district playoffs, as well as Suburban 1 playoffs.
And here we go. We're ready for a tip-off here. Jackie Cresswell for Norristown, number 32. And no surprise there, number 21, Jana Rediger, for Pennridge. Rediger with an easy win off the tip.
Gee, could you see that one coming?
No, I don't think the Norristown fans were waiting for that one. We go swinging around to number 23, Nicole Jarrett. Pennridge swinging around the perimeter. Jess Rindich, pass blocked by Melissa Kelly. Kelly will go in for the easy breakaway layup. Great play to break that up by Melissa Kelly.
Well, it's nothing new for Melissa Kelly. She's tough on defense, and it doesn't matter what the team's record is. She'll be there to put her foot or her hand in any ball as the referee signals a field goal as Melissa Kelly takes the ball and kicks it the length of the court. I think it landed on the end line before it came down.
Well, Neil, I was on the soccer team this year, and she was the trainer, and maybe she should have played in a couple games for us with that kick ball right there. Try to go inside, entry pass blocked by Jackie Waite.
Norristown defense not intimidated one bit by the overall record of the Rams or the league record. They're sticking them tight. Amy Jablonski getting a hand in there and breaking it up.
Inbounds pass to Jarrett. Swings over for Jess Rindich. Jarrett back over to Rindich, driving. Number 14, Herman. Rindich again with the ball, being closely guarded by Rebecca Springman. Looking for something, swinging around to Herman, back to Rindich. She'll put up a long three. We're getting over the back foul. Number 21, Jana Rediger. You're probably going to see a lot of that, her trying to get off her rebounds tonight.
Yeah, number 21, I just can't get over her size. She's probably, and she's only a sophomore. That's the scary thing. She's got 2 more years of varsity action. I was going to say she's probably looking at Division I school, but shoo, she's got 2 more years yet. And look at that, standing next to Amy Jablonski. She towers. She doesn't even have to stick a hand up to block a shot.
Norristown inbound the ball, number 20, Melissa Kelly. Into the Cresswell. Cresswell immediately puts a shot up.
It was partially tipped there by one of the Rams.
Rinditz handling the point duties to dribble up the court. Swinging around, Herman open for 3. No good. Rebound, Rebecca Springman. Melissa Kelly will slow it down. And Jackie Cresswell on the drive. Good feed for Jackie Waite, but tough Pennridge defense. Swings over to Cresswell. Looking inside for Jackie Waite, stripped away. Herman comes up with the ball. Number 14, Tara Herman for Pennridge. Rinditz, one dribble, puts it up, no good. Good box out, Jackie Cresswell.
So far, Pennridge is scoreless. You know, I would think that they have a lot of offense, but there's nothing here as Rebecca Springman puts up another shot. And although Norristown doesn't have a lot of offense, they're still in the lead.
That ball tipped off of a Pennridge player. It'll be Norristown ball. Pennridge players on the bench screaming. Come out a little bit flat. Jablonski for 3. Off. Rebound and Cole Jarrett.
Both teams looking a little flat tonight. They don't look like they're shooting quality shots. There are a lot of air balls out there, but hopefully someone will get on track.
Jarrett will put it up.
And there it is.
That will be 2 for Nicole Jarrett. They swung it around. They found her. She put up a pretty good stroke. And there it is. We're tied at 2. Norristown will slow it down, put it in Melissa Kelly's hands. Cresswell for 3, and it's good.
Oh, what a shot. What a nice, sweet shot there by Jackie Cresswell. And she puts the Eagles in the lead by 3, 5-2.
Swinging around, Jeff Rinditz with the ball now. Swing it back around, Rinditz puts it up for 3, no good. Rebound, Jana Rediger. Gotta say, if she's gonna get those rebounds all night, she could probably get 40 if she could put up a good touch every time.
That's right. She looked like she was a little frustrated with that miss there. She should be. Cresswell got off another shot, and it was partially blocked by number 10, Jen Brown. And that's the second time that's happened.
Rinditz pass broken up by Jackie Waite. Amy Jablonski just loses it out of bounds. Pennridge with the ball now, down by 3 early in the first quarter. Back inside to Rediger, swings it back out. They find Jen Brown inside. Rebecca Springman now. Drives to the hole, blocked by Tara Herman.
What a block.
That's a great block right there.
All ball, too. I couldn't even argue that one.
Inside to Rediger. She'll put it up, and that's good.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of that tonight. We're going to see a lot of 2-foot and 3-foot shots for Rediger, and, well, we should. She's got the height. All she needs is that soft touch you were talking about earlier, Greg.
Jackie Waite puts one up, no good. I have to say, Neil, you're pretty tall, but I don't even think you'd be able to block her there. She's pretty...
I don't know. She's I don't know. That's just amazing. I'd have to get a figure or see how tall she is.
Ooh, Rinditz for 3, pouring it home.
Oh, that was like a moonshot too. I'm going to have to go to halftime and find out how tall she is. Maybe just have to do a walk by and see how tall she is.
Springman strung the hole off the glass, and it's good. Rebecca Springman with her first 2 of the night.
I'll tell you, Rebecca Springman has a bright future here in Norristown. She's a junior, and we know she's from an athletic family. Ricky Springman, her brother, was a state wrestling champion here from Norristown. She's got a great future in Norristown basketball. She's going to be the cornerstone of the team next year.
Rinditz looking for Brown inside, off of Brown's hands, so ball back to Norristown.
Number 22, Amanda Freeland, checks in for the Rams as Rediger takes a seat. She sits down with 2 points. And some tough defense here, turns the ball over.
Norristown got to work on their inbounds a little bit. A little bit of a lazy pass there between Jackie Cresswell and Melissa Kelly. That's something they'll correcto soon. Inside to Brown. Brown. She'll put it up, and it's good. Jen Brown with 4 points on the night. Ball over to Jablonski. Jablonski will stop. Find Jackie Cresswell. Cresswell. No good, but a rebound for Amy Jablonski. They'll start over again. Good, smart decision by Norristown. Springman puts it up for 2. No good.
I know this is going to sound a little weird, Greg, but I think number 10, Jen Brown, I think I went to college with her cousin. And I'll tell you, her cousin was one heck of a basketball player and one heck of an athlete all around. And it looks like Jen Brown has that same athleticism. Must run in the family. Oh, what a move there by Rindich. It didn't go in, but that would have made like ESPN for sure.
I know that would have been on our highlight films. Neil, it seems to be that you know one person on the opposing team every time we...
I guess, I don't know. I don't know what that says about me, but...
Here for a CB West game, you're the coach. Jablonski for 3, no good.
Well, you know, it's tough when you're a local boy like I am. I grew up in Pottstown and went to college at Ursinus, so I haven't moved very far from my my birthplace, so I happen to know a lot of people.
Hey, it's a small world after all.
That's right.
I'll probably be sued by Disney for saying that. Jackie Waite with her first foul of the night.
And I'm sure if we had a team come over here from England, I might know a couple of them too. So, you know, you never know. My world travels.
Who knows? Number 23, Nicole Jarrett. Number 10, Jen Brown sitting down for Pennridge.
Rediger comes back in the game, and she's posting up on Jackie Cresswell, and she can easily give Jackie a fat lip by just swinging her elbow around, knocking her right in the jaw. As that's Rindich again for 3. She's got 2 3-pointers and 6 for the night.
She appears to be a very good shooter. She's hit 2 threes tonight so far. Jackie Waite with a good low post move, no good.
Rebound by Amanda Freeland. Amanda's no short player either. She's got some height too, so they have 2 probably 6-foot girls in there. As Freeland's open underneath the basket. Easy shot. Nope, she makes it difficult. Rediger pushed out by Jackie Waite. Oh, that's got to be tough for the coach. That had to be a foul on Jackie Waite.
Norristown so far not seeming to be intimidated by Pennridge's height. Kelly with the ball popped away right into Rediger's hands. Tara Herman now to Jess Rinditz. They'll slow things down a little bit with 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Herman with Kelly playing tenacious defense.
You could see Melissa was eyeing up that ball. She got down into the 3-point stance or whatever the football stance, and she got right down and she said, "I'm going to take that ball away."
Quick hands poking that ball away. Herman tied up on the floor with Kelly, and a great play by Melissa Kelly. Rolls it along the floor for Amy Jablonski, but it's poked away by the Pennridge player. There's bodies everywhere all of a sudden.
That was a neat play too. Number 20, Jen Strauss was falling out of bounds. She just put the ball on the floor and just waited for someone to pick it up. And another great move by Melissa Kelly. She stole the ball and she didn't roll around on the floor like most girls did. She just stayed still until Jackie Cresswell moved up, and then she passed it so she wouldn't get called for traveling. That's a smart heads-up play, and that's what sets Melissa Kelly apart from a lot of other players. Is Rindich puts in another 2 points. Kelly putting up a half-pointer. Oh, baby, that almost went in. I would have gone nuts if that went in. I'm sure I blew your ears away, Greg, on that one, but Melissa Kelly put up at least a half-court shot just inside that blue circle, and that thing rolled in and out, and the coach's corner over there almost fell off the bench.
Well, that would have been worth it, letting my earphones blare for a couple of minutes, because that was a great attempt to put it up. Usually you see people put it up and they hit the, throw it up to the roof or hit the doors behind it, but almost dropped in for her.
I think Melissa Kelly should stay on the court at halftime and maybe take some half-court shots and try to win that $10.
I'll give her $1 if she'll split the $10 prize with
I'll
me.
even give her 7 if she gives me 3 just to see her put it in. Norristown behind by 9 points here, but not, I wouldn't say out of it. I'd say they need to step up their play a little bit and stop making silly like passes and stuff like that. But so far it's a Rindich show. She has 8 points of the 16 Ram points. And I thought that Rediger would have more of a hand in their scoring, but she seems to be a little awkward. She seems to not have her her basketball skills honed yet, and she's got time to do that. She's only a sophomore.
I can understand why you would want to turn a girl with that height into a basketball player. Definitely. Melissa Kelly starts off the second quarter.
I wouldn't doubt if she's a high jumper either. She's got that high jumper built for track and field.
Kelly for three, and it's good. Melissa Kelly with her 5th point of the night. Tara Herman dribbling up the court. Ooh, it looked like it might have been a charge there. We're gonna get a walk on Pennridge.
Melissa will probably go and look at. She hurt herself there. Melissa hurt herself, but she's still on the court. She's probably gonna go ask the referee. Don't you think that was an offensive? Look at, she's whispering to him. Yeah, that was an offensive there. I would have called that.
Cresswell now as Pennridge goes into a full court press. Cresswell with a nice job of spinning off to Jackie Waite. Waite looking for Springman. Good hustle by the Pennridge player 14, Tara Herman, to get back. I don't think there was any question about that. It looked like it went off her hands last.
Well, she'd argue with you on that, Greg. I guess they figure they have this really good record, so they get to argue every call.
Cresswell puts it up for 2.
She's been watching too many tapes of Michael Jordan. He gets to complain every time he gets called for a foul.
Well, you know, you win 70 games and everybody thinks you're.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Everybody thinks they're a superstar.
Well, he's approaching the all-time scoring leader in the NBA. Who does he think he is?
Kelly for 3, no good. Good hustle by Jackie Cresswell trying to go after that ball. Unfortunately, just bounced off her hands to Pennridge.
Speaking of unfortunately, we have Jess Rindich checking back into the game, and that's unfortunate for Norristown. Rindich has 8 points. It's 2 of those 3-pointers.
The slicer penetrator for Pennridge. Swings over to Nicole Jarrett. Jarrett off the screen. And it's poked away by... And Jackie Cresswell got to that ball. That's a great play. They doubled her, and Jackie Cresswell came around and got that ball. Kelly from the baseline, no good. Rebound number 20, Jen Strauss. She'll carry up the floor.
It'll be interesting to see where Jackie Cresswell goes to college next year and what sports she plays. She is a 3-sport athlete. It'll be interesting to see. I would think she would be a decent Division III basketball player. She's got enough quickness and she's got enough sense on the court to really play at a Division III level. But I'm talking to her mom and talking to her dad. She's probably going to have to give up one of those sports because it's hard to be a 3-sport athlete in college.
We have a timeout here from Pennridge as Melissa Kelly poked the ball away. The Pennridge coach not happy. Seems to be very upset with the Pennridge's play so far. Obviously expecting more of a team that's 17-4 overall.
Well, you would expect a bigger lead than 6 points. They're getting a little sloppy here, and I think they need Rediger back in the scoring column more than Rindich, but also they need to spread out their scoring. I think Tara Herman and Jen Brown need to put up some points too, and I think that's maybe what the coach is telling them right now.
Pennridge, obviously a team that likes to use Jen Rindis as a driver to the hole. She's been doing that so far, and probably shouldn't be doing this, but just got one of my teachers, Mr. Elvidge, who just came by and poked me. So if you want to, if you're upset about one of the commentators being hassled, you can write to Norristown Area High School.
That's right.
And complain that Mr. Elvidge is...
We need to have our own like announcer's booth or something like that.
I know, so we won't be heckled.
Super box or something like that. Maybe we can get the school board to buy that for us. Look at that, Rediger right inside all alone, and she puts up the rebound and right back for 2 points, and that's what I guess the coach is looking for more and more from.
It's a very easy rebound right there. And obviously somebody told her to be a little bit physical because she's pushing off a lot and she's really trying to open up that space. Of course, when you're that height, it really, it sort of comes natural that you start poking away and start pushing. Tomei Ellis comes into the game for Jackie Waite.
First substitute for Norristown. Pennridge has seen 3 or 4 substitutes so far, but Norristown needs to step it up a little bit, and maybe they're looking for a little magic from Tomei.
We have a jump ball in the possession arrow going to Pennridge.
5:48 left here in the second quarter. Norristown down by 8. Looks like Jackie Waite is going to the trainer I'm not sure what her problem is. She seems to be walking and talking, and well, we'll have to check out what Dennis Flynn has to say.
Inside to Rediger, outside to Brown.
Speaking of injured, Tomei Ellis just got slammed to the floor. Somebody's clearing out, and I didn't see the clear out there, but obviously if you get pushed to the floor like that, there had to be some clear out. Tomei gleams at the referee and says, I'm not even going to deal with you.
There's got to be some enforcement on that, because you can't have people who are 6'2", 6'3" under there pushing around people who are 5'5", and
that's it right there. She should be called for a foul, and if she does, that's the closest I ever got to jumping over this table, Greg. She elbowed Tomei Ellis, and I don't care how tall you are. If you put an elbow in someone's face and you push them out of the lane, it's got to be some kind of foul. And I wouldn't be one bit surprised if Roger jumped off that chair and did like a Bobby Knight and hurled it out in the court. That was ridiculous. We'll have to watch the tape again and show these referees what a foul looks like.
There's obviously no need for it when you're that height. There's no need to throw the elbows and do that kind of stuff. Because if you're good enough, you should be able to use your height and just catch and put it back up. So Norristown's going to have to try and do something.
Rediger stands head and shoulders above Tomei Ellis or anybody else in this Norristown team, and to put an elbow in someone's face not only is a foul, but is possibly unsportsmanlike conduct, and I don't think that Pennridge or a referee should condone that in any way. And here it is again. She's on the other end of the court, and she's got a hand on Tomei's back. I don't know. I'll have to talk to the black and whites at the intermission.
Doesn't look like they're too concerned about it, which I don't understand, but swinging around the Rinditz underneath, and Tomei Ellis doing everything she can. There we go, and we're going to have a foul on Pennridge. That's going to be, looks like it's on number 21, Rediger.
It's a 3-second violation. It's sort of like a make-up call for what they didn't call the last time. And Rediger didn't like it, and I don't think I don't think she should, but she should have got called for a foul a long time ago.
A little bit of a break for Norristown, so it went through Amy Jablonski right to Rebecca Springman. Springman puts up the shot, and it's good. Rebecca Springman with her 4th point of the night. Norristown now within 8 with 4:33 left in the second quarter. Tara Herman now.
Moving pick, that's it. Rinditch with a moving pick, or 21 with a push.
It's a toss-up there, both.
It is. Yep, it was a moving pick by Rinditch, and she's a little frustrated, but she got away with it twice now, and she got called on it once.
Must be a very physical school up at Pennridge, because they don't look very happy anytime they get called for a foul, so they must think that physicality is pretty good, but that's a very good call there as Nicole Jarrett tried to save that ball. Well, obviously stepped the line right in front of us.
Greg, I don't want to harp on this issue, but the referee was way out of place for that call. There was a referee standing down here on a line. He had the call for the out of bounds, and the guy called it all the way across the court. I don't know where these referees got their license, but I think some guys at Foot Locker are missing some shirts.
To get a foul on Tomei Ellis is fouled, and that's going to be on number 14, Tara Herman. That's her first. Tomei Ellis will go to the line to shoot 2. Jackie Waite coming out of the trainer's room. Appears to be fine as Tomei Ellis puts up the first one. No good. Tomei Ellis still looking for her first point of the night. Puts up the second, and it rattles in. Tomei Ellis with her first point of the night, and Norristown comes within 7 now. Tara Herman will carry up the floor to Nicole Jarrett. Jarrett holding and looking. Looking inside for Jana Rediger. Great play by Tomei Ellis to break that up. That's what you got to do. You got to try and prevent that pass inside, because once it's inside, it's pretty much impossible to get that ball away.
Good hustle there by Tomei, breaking that up. She wasn't going to give the easy basket as Rediger continues her push around with Jackie Cresswell and Tomei Ellis. And Tomei, she plants her feet there and boxes out on it with a good job there. Kelly drives in. She's going to be, oh no, I thought she was going to be called for the offensive. But it's going to be called on number 14, Tara Herman, and the Pennridge fans are now in an uproar. And I guess, well, they should be. I don't know what I would have called there. I have to sort of root for the home team, but maybe Melissa Kelly lowered her shoulder and went in there with some intent. But Herman didn't have her feet planted.
Melissa Kelly at the line, shooting 2. Puts in the first. This is big for Norristown. Melissa Kelly makes the second one. They're within 5. She hits both.
And they are sneaking up on Pennridge, and these fouls that aren't going Pennridge's way are hurting them right now. And Norristown can play tough D here. They can get within 3 with just over 3:30 to go.
Rindich now with the ball. Kelly watching her closely. Off the pick. Finds Tara Herman. Herman inside to Jen Brown. Brown, turnaround, good.
May Ellis is doing a lot of stuff off the ball there. She was pushing Rediger right out of the lane, which was what she needed to do. She needs to get a little physical in there and sort of an eye for an eye behavior.
Ellis goes right around Rediger.
She slipped.
And she slipped. She's going to get called for a travel there. That's a shame.
Yeah, most people blame that on a foul or something like that, but she slipped on something. There was some kind of water or something on the floor.
That's a shame when you make a great move like that around somebody that tall. She made a great spin move, and she had a good lane to the hole, and she just slipped on the floor. Nicole Jarrett for Pennridge. Inside to Jen Brown. That's a great feed, and Jen Brown now eating alive the Norristown team with her 8th point of the night. And Pennridge pulls away a 9-point lead now with 2:44 left in the second quarter. Inside to Rebecca Spring and blocked by Rediger. Now Pennridge looking to make it double digits. Nicole Jarrett, Rebecca Springman with a hand in the face. Jarrett no good, and Tamay Ellis with a rebound. You got to give Tamay Ellis credit tonight, even though she may not, people may not recognize it. You really got to give her credit, because even if she doesn't score 20 points tonight, you got to give her credit. And anytime you go up against a big player, you're going to have to get some kind of respect from her.
That's right. She's really putting out an effort against Rediger. Rediger probably is a foot taller than her, but Tamay Ellis is holding her own.
Now Rindich with the ball. Broken up by Rebecca Sprayman. Great play. The spin move. She puts it up, and she's going to get called. Foul called, and that's going to be on number 10, Jen Brown. That's a great play by Rebecca Sprayman right there to shield the ball, and then she spun. To make Ellis comes out of the game. She's playing very well, and Jackie
She gets a good round of applause as well. She should. She's been playing a heck of a game against Rediger, getting pushed around in there a couple times and elbows at her face.
I think the fans realize it, and it's probably a pretty obvious thing to realize. And Rebecca Springman puts in her 5th point of the night.
In JV action, Norristown won 39-20 behind Angel Cook's 11 points and Laura Hoppel's 10 points. So that was a pretty impressive game in the last couple of minutes of the game. And Norristown really pulled away. It was a close game for 3 quarters, but after the 3 or 4 minute mark of the 4th quarter, it was pretty much a runaway. It was good to see the JV team win.
I gotta say, it really is good to see the younger team come out and put up a really good performance. Melissa Kelly now dribbling up the court as Norristown commits the turnover. Or excuse me, gets the Pennridge to commit the turnover.
Oh, Amy Jablonski in the right place at the right time.
Cresswell swing around to Jablonski. Jablonski got a little bit stuck there, and ball taken away by number 22, Amanda Freeland. Now Rinditz up the court. Just about a minute left in this game. Rinditz inside to Freeland, and we're going to get foul on Jackie Waite. Freeland just so big and strong underneath there. Jackie Waite doing all she can.
That's okay for Jackie to foul her there. She stopped her from making the shot, which is what she needed to do. It was her 2nd foul in the half, but she needed to stop that basket and pretty much stop a runaway here. Hopefully Freeland misses these, and she misses the first one. And it keeps Norristown close. They're only down by 7, which isn't an insurmountable lead when you have play callers and stealers like Melissa Kelly and Jamie Jablonski, and then you have scorers like Rebecca Springman and Jackie Cresswell, and you have the experience of Jackie Waite in there, as Katie Heslin's now in for Jackie Cresswell. Look at Melissa Kelly slice through that defense.
It's always easy to break a press with Melissa Kelly on team. Jablonski for 3, pours it home.
What did I just say, Greg? This is never over. With less than 50 seconds to go, Melissa Kelly puts in a 3-pointer, and they close within 5. Some tough D here, and we could go into the locker room only down by 2 or 3.
Well, it's always easy when you got somebody like Amy Jablonski who can get hot real quick and start pouring them home, and she's one person you got to watch. Here's another one, Melissa Kelly.
More slicing.
Strong to the hole.
She's slicing it like a loaf of bread, baby. Melissa Kelly puts them in within 3 points, 25 seconds to go in the half. Another steal here by Melissa, and we're going to be real close.
That's great work by Melissa Kelly. Now we got Nicole Jarrett. 15 seconds left. Rinditz puts up a 3. No good, and the rebound.
There's Kelly again.
Guess who?
Timeout. Timeout, White. What a nice job. 20-second timeout called by Melissa Kelly as she's on the floor with 3 Pennridge girls on top of her.
And she is putting on a show right now, Neil.
It could be the Melissa Kelly show for all we know. She may have like her own ESPN show, as she's really turned the Eagles scoring around here in the last minute and a half to the point where now they're only down by 3 with 8 seconds to go. You got Jablonski, the 3-point gunner out there. You've got Melissa Kelly being able to slice through the defense and score an easy 2 points. So we may go in the locker room with a close game here.
What do you do with 8.3 seconds left? Do you look for the 2, you look for the 3, or?
I think you go for the guarantee. You go for the 2 points. You go for something that you're short of. And with the ball in Melissa Kelly's hands, and she's got to get it across this timeline and move it, although they look like they're isolating Amy Jablonski for the 3-pointer. Now with 3.1 to go, I think you might want to go for 3. You're down to less time. You have Amy Jablonski bringing the ball. She's probably going to slice right to the corner. And there she goes. Nope, it's Jackie Waite for 3. It's no good. She probably could have got the foul there underneath the basket. But hey, not a bad effort there for Norristown. They go into the locker room down by 3 points, and Coach Jackson really getting the crowd into it. They're only down by 3 to a much superior Ram squad, an overall record of 17-4, and Coach giving them giving the referees a piece of his mind, and as he should. A poor reffing job so far in the first half for both sides, Pennridge and Norristown. Calls going both ways, and probably should have been a couple more calls. But Greg, so far Norristown impressive in sticking it to the Ram squad.
Very impressive performance. You would think against a 17-14, Norristown might come out a little sluggish, might come out a little timid. They came out and fought through a tough first quarter. Now in the second quarter, came back, played really good basketball, got it within 3, which is a real good striking distance. Now with a quick little spurt at the beginning of the third quarter, they could be up by 5 or 6, and that would be real good for a Norristown team.
Hey, it's one of those games where you never know who's going to win. Hopefully it's a team that comes out on fire in the third quarter. If Pennridge comes out, I'm sure their coach is going to give them a real talking to, and if they come out on fire, this game could get out of hand. But if Norristown comes out all pumped up, like I think they can, they could put a real shocker on right here, and they could upset this Pennridge team. And the few fans that are here, the 100 or so, are going to see one heck of a second half.
You're right. All right. I guess that's pretty much it for this half, and we'll see you in the third quarter. All right, we're back here at Norristown High School for the beginning of the third quarter. Let's run down the scores for Pennridge. Jess Rinditz leading with 10 points. Jen Brown with 8. Jada Rediger, number 21, with 4 points. Nicole Jarrett, number 23, with 2 points. And Amanda Freeland with 1 point.
And for Norristown, Melissa Kelly has 9. Amy Jablonski 3. Rebecca Springman 6. And I was talking to some of the girls at halftime, and I kept telling them they got to come out in the third quarter, and they got to be hot, and they got to stick it to Pennridge. And right off the bat, Rediger steals it. She's going up for the dunk. Nope, just her lap.
Can't get your hopes up too much, but I don't know if she keeps going like that. In 3 years, she may be able to.
Well,
bad pass by Jackie Creswell, and this is not what Norristown needs. They need to come out a lot sharper than this. Brown into Rediger, swings it back out to Rinditz, and they'll start it over again.
Steal by Amy Jablonski. She stepped out of bounds. But good effort there, and that's the kind of defense that Norristown needs to step this game up to another level and possibly pull out a shocker here. And if they don't pull out a shocker, at least put some thoughts in the brains of the district seating committee and the league seating committee as they they look at Norristown and they look at Pennridge. If you know they're going for a seed, maybe they could say, well, Norristown put them to the test. Maybe Pennridge shouldn't get such a high seed. As Rediger puts up a shot, she was probably fouled from behind, but there was no call because I don't think the referees are even here.
Cresswell puts up a wild layup, no good, and get a couple hands in her face. That's a real tough shot. Now Rinditz will carry up the court to Nicole Jarrett. Jarrett for 2, no good. Rebound Rebecca Springman. Springman, that pass was broken up. Rinditz, a good job of shielding off Melissa Kelly. Now with numbers, Pennridge. Good pass over to Rediger.
They're isolating her underneath the basket and making it real easy for her to add to her point total.
That very good strategy there for Pennridge, and I'm sure they said at halftime to give Jana Rediger the ball more. Now Jackie Cresswell over to Amy Jablonski. Jablonski will swing it to Kelly, to Cresswell. Inside to Springman. Springman turnaround shot, and it's good. Rebecca Springman with her 8th point of the night, and she's playing a really good game tonight, Neil.
Yeah, she had a starting role tonight, and she's showing that she deserves that starting role. She has 8 points so far.
It is a tough thing to come out and be a starter, and there's a lot expected out of you. She breaks up a pass there. Then Melissa Kelly up the court.
Got a 3-on-2. Melissa Kelly pulls up, and she takes her own. And we're right back in this ball game, 29-26. Pennridge with a 3-point lead.
Norristown came out a little flat and coming right back, and now within 3 like it was at halftime. A little more than 2 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Nicole Jarrett now with the ball. Amy Jablonski on her. They keep running that pick from Jana Rediger. Keep trying to, a little pick and roll maybe.
Oh, Jackie Waite, nice block. And look, Rediger pushes her out of bounds, and the referee's standing right there, and he doesn't call it. I don't know, maybe he's got his eyes shut or something. I can't see that far.
He just puts it up.
Finally, something underneath.
No points on that. I have to agree with you. He did push Jackie Waite out of bounds. You got to give some respect to Jackie Waite there with a great block, and you have to be able to really get up the block against Jana Rediger.
Yeah, she gets the block on Jana Rediger, and then Rediger pushes her to go out of bounds. I don't understand it. You have such a nice block, and then you don't get the call from the referee. As Wade puts up a shot, and it goes away, and Norristown will keep the ball.
A little bit of miscommunication there by Pennridge.
Amy Jablonski inches just outside that 3-point line. Look at her, she's setting herself up. And just a little short, just a little bit short for that shot. The shot being not Jablonski. She was just about a foot short on that shot. It would have been a nice, sweet swish if she would have just been a little bit harder on the arc.
We have 5 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter now. Norristown still down by 3. Starting to pick up the pace though a little bit. Rinditz trying to back down Kelly. Rinditz puts it up, no good. It bounced off of Jackie Cresswell and Melissa Kelly. A little miscommunication there, and it bounces off and goes out of bounds. Those are the plays you got to pick up, and you got to grab those rebounds when they're that easy.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that win games. Without those, you're gonna struggle. Rinditch puts up another 3-pointer. It's no good, and Waite with a rebound.
Good hustle by Jackie Waite to get that ball. Melissa Kelly will carry up the court now for Norristown. Kelly over to Cresswell, a little bit too high there. Now Norristown starting to slow down a little bit. It looked like they were picking it up there and coming back, answering those 4 points that Pennridge put on the board. But
yeah, they shot themselves in the foot that time. They had a perfect opportunity to shut down the Pennridge squad and then come back and score, but they threw the ball away. Amy Jablonski never gives up. She's tough on defense. 23 guarding 23.
You go Jess Rinditz now. Puts up a 3. No good, and that's an air ball right there, folks. You feel the win from here as Norristown will get the ball back.
And Jen Strauss comes into the game. I think this is the first time we saw Jen Strauss. Her sister, Amy Strauss, played in the JV game. And I'll tell you, Pennridge has what I think is a really good program right now. And they're going to have a program to talk about in the future, too, because that JV team had some good players on it. They just couldn't put it together.
Cresswell puts it up for 2, and it's good. Jackie Cresswell.
And this is the closest the game's been since the first basket. First basket we had, it was 2-0. It's now 29-28. We're only down by 1 point.
Freeland puts it up. We're going to get a foul there on Norristown. Freeland, as she went up, was bumped.
Bumped by Jackie Cresswell. That's her first foul. make her earn these 2 points going to the free throw line.
Norristown not in any foul trouble. This is a Norristown team that you've seen a lot before foul, send teams to the line. Tonight, not really in any trouble, and that's their first foul of the new half. So.
And the foul was worth it because she misses the first free throw. She has to. She at most gets 1 point. As number 34 checks into the game, and we don't have a number on her, but I guess that's.
It appears to be Jen Strauss's sister, Amy Strauss.
Doesn't look like the same 34 we saw in the JV game, as Rediger comes into the game and takes Jen Brown's place. 30-28, Norristown down by 2, just over 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Back out to Cresswell. Swinging around, Cresswell will drive inside.
Oh, that was an interesting shot. She took a knee to the thigh there. It's one of those deep muscle bruises. She's going to feel that tomorrow. But she put up an interesting shot. It's sort of an off balance, just throw it up into the lights. Hopefully I'm getting fouled. And it's a shame, and they're going to call that before the shot. She's not even going to get the free throws for her effort.
You got to reward her for that. I mean,
she's
even
still
if
in
she
pain.
didn't put it up.
You can tell she's still in pain. She's not running at full speed, although she gets it right underneath the basket.
Yeah.
A couple hands on her by Freeland and Rediger, and she still manages to hustle it out.
Well, basketball's not a sport where if you're injured, you can hide it for 3 or 4 minutes while you rub it out. You got to be able to come right back in. Amy Jablonski with a bad pass there. Amanda Freeland took that ball away. That ball will go right back to Norristown as Pennridge commits the turnover. They're a little bit upset there.
Right in front of the Pennridge bench, and the coach is going through some dramatics. Could get an Oscar for that.
Now Jackie Cresswell. Or excuse me, Melissa Kelly. I'm falling asleep here. I don't know why. This is a very exciting game, but Kelly puts it up. No good.
She's looking for the foul there. She's not going to get it from these two quote-unquote referees.
Now Rinditz with the ball. Looks like we're going to have a foul on Norristown underneath.
I guess that was on. I think it was on Jackie Waite, and that's her third foul. I didn't see the foul, but what I see and what these referees see are, I guess, two different things.
Underneath it, Jana Rediger. They're all over, and a tie-up on the floor. Possession hour going to Pennridge. Jackie Waite with a real good hustle underneath. She's doing everything she can to try and keep that ball from getting into Jana Rediger's hands. Swinging over for Freeland. Freeland will put it up. It's no good.
And there was a foul there, right? You're going to call this foul on Amy Jablonski. You're out of your mind. And they are out of their mind. There was no foul there. These referees, they fail to call these major obvious fouls, but they call these little touch fouls.
Tara Herman back into the game for Jen Strauss.
I didn't hear a buzzer to check her into the game, but I guess...
and we're letting things go tonight,
I'm hearing
obviously.
things too.
We go Amanda Freeland at the line. Hits the first. Got all 4 of her points tonight from the line. Or 3, excuse me. 2 for 2. Pennridge takes a 4-point lead with 2:42 left in this third quarter.
It's these little incidental things like not checking into the game that as a referee I would think you'd have to call, because this is a team that's going to go on to district play, and I don't think officials are going to put up with that stuff once you get to the playoffs. As Cresswell goes backdoor, nice play, nice look by Melissa Kelly to keep them in the game. It's 32-30 Norristown, only down by 2 now.
That's good execution there by Norristown. Jackie Cresswell found an opening there and found everybody to be asleep. Rinditz puts one up, no good. Rebound, no. Rediger puts it up. She's just so tall underneath there. She had another easy one.
There's no way that Amy Jablonski was going to out-rebound or out-box out Rediger, so she just had to let it go instead of picking up a scrappy foul.
It's one of those Newt Bowl, Muggsy Bogues situations right there,
That's
folks. We have Tara Herman dribbling up the floor now as Norristown commits a turnover. They got to start cutting down on them if they're going to win this game.
Norristown's got to play defense right here and keep it close. Don't let them get up by 6, because once you get to that 6 barrier, it starts to be a runaway. It's hard to chisel away at a lead like that.
Tara Herman. Picked by Freeland, and she seemed to be holding Amy Jablonski there, but no call again. Herman swings it around. Rinditz, strung the hole, pulls up in the lane. No good. She grabs her own rebound, puts it up and good.
That was a good play by Rinditz. You got to hand it to her. She had an off-balance first shot, and then she got the rebound and had an off-balance second shot and still was able to score.
Norristown got to slow up the pace a little bit now. Now it's 6. Springman. Good answer right there from Norristown.
Nice play there by Rebecca Springman, and she's probably got a season high. She's got 10 points so far, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. She's got another quarter to go yet. That's good to see. Intense defense by Rebecca Springman.
Jablonski on the ball, pokes it away. Pennridge gets the ball back.
Ooh, offensive foul. We're going to see that one again. Rinditch called for the offensive foul. She puts the ball down, and Melissa Kelly paid the price, the dear price of an offensive foul. But this is where Norristown can pick it up right here. That's a substitute, number 23, Nicole Jarrett checks back into the game.
She's finally getting rewarded for her hustle there. She's been playing great defense all night, and she finally drew that charge. And if you get it once or twice a night, it's worth it to play that great defense.
I think that was a makeup call, too. I think that might have been a makeup call from an earlier call or an earlier foul that was not called. But Norristown cannot capitalize as they have another turnover under the 30-second mark here in the 3rd quarter.
Rinditz now doesn't appear to be holding for the last shot.
There's another one.
She'll put it up, no good. Rebound, Jen Brown. Oh, Melissa Kelly's going to get called for the foul there.
If you call it once, you got to call it again. You don't make up a call one time and then say, oh, well, that wasn't an offensive. Melissa Kelly had both feet planted. Rinditch ran right over her. She went to the floor again, probably banged her elbow, her head, and her back, and she didn't get the call. And then you get the ball underneath the Jen Brown, and these little touch fouls, they call and give them a shot at free throws. I don't understand it.
Brown misses the first.
I guess I've seen too many basketball games this winter where there's no consistency in the refereeing. They have some real good calls, and then they have some real bad calls. If you're going to be bad all the time. If you're going to be good all the time.
But being bad all the time sometimes makes you good, because then people respect you at least and understand why you're making that call. And at least you've made that call all night, and it's got to go both ways, bad or both ways good.
Yes. 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pennridge trying to squeeze out another 2 points. They're up by 4 right now. Norristown needs to put the stop on this.
Strauss with the ball now to Herman. Not much time left on the clock. Back outside, Strauss. No good. Rebound, Rediger.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. They almost held him to 0 points in the last 17 seconds, but they just could not out-rebound Rediger. And Roger Jackson's given the ref an earful, and they should get more than that. As we're going into the 4th quarter, the final stanza here, 8 minutes to play with the score 38-32, Pennridge. And Greg, looking at the rosters and looking at the warm-ups and the records going into this game, I thought it would be a little bit more of a runaway for Pennridge. Norristown's been able to stick it right there.
Well, I have to say that even if they don't win this game, I think they've definitely earned a little bit of respect so far from Pennridge. And like I said, even if they don't win, word's going to get around that this is a very good team, and a team that has few seniors, but still is young and is going to come back and is going to keep hustling with you. And until they get to that point where they're really, really stable, and they've been starting to play better towards the end of the year here, pretty good game so far.
Yeah, where you said they're seniors, Melissa Kelly and Jackie Cresswell are moving on, of course, but you have someone like Amy Jablonski coming back, Rebecca Springman coming back, Jackie Waite, of course, leaving too. But you have some core players who will be back next year. And with every team, there's going to be graduation. Look at Jess Rinditch; she's going to graduate this year. Jen Brown's going to leave. Jen Strauss and Nicole Jarrett. So Pennridge is going to have a depleted squad as well as all the other teams in the league. There's graduation in every school, and every school there must be some players on the JV that have to step up.
Amy Jablonski just couldn't cradle that rebound there. Jess Rinditz will grab the ball in the start of the fourth quarter. Pennridge up by 6, and Norristown really needs a stop right here. Cole Jarrett now. Jackie Wade on defense. Rinditch now trying to get past Melissa Kelly. Can't seem to do it. Strauss now.
Good defense here by Norristown, making them look for an open shot, working it around, tiring them out. There we go. That's where Pennridge takes advantage of it. Rinditch drives to the basket and does a little spoon shot. She beat Melissa Kelly. Melissa Kelly went for the ball, gambled there, and then now it's 5-on-4.
She must have practiced that in the backyard a lot, because she's been doing that a lot all night. It's a great move. Jablonski for 2, no good. Rebound, Jackie Cresswell. She just can't finish that. It's a very smart play by Jackie Cresswell not to put that straight back up and wait for the Pennridge player to jump over, but that's one that you got to finish there. Underneath, off Freeland's leg, we're going to have Norristown ball.
Only down by 8 points. You got Amy Jablonski, a 3-point gunner. She could put one in here and pull it close, or you could have Melissa Kelly or Jackie Wade or Cresswell with a 2-pointer. Springman can go both 2 and 3 points. And there's Jablonski in the corner, but they're not going to give her that easy one.
Now Jablonski to Springman. Springman baseline underneath the Jackie Wade. Good work by Norristown.
Short bounce passes were the key there. It was Jablonski, or excuse me, Springman into Jackie Wade for a short bounce pass and right up.
Jackie Wade finally rewarded for hustle and effort tonight with her first 2 points of the night. Rinditch will put it up.
And look at Melissa Kelly. She's still got her arms straight. She's still got her legs straight. She's straight up and down. And they're going to call a foul. And here, look at Coach Jackson. He's taking a chair with him. He wants to inch a little bit closer to the scorer's table because he cannot believe it. And neither can Melissa Kelly. She probably would still be standing there. Coach Jackson, get off the bench. Tell these referees what you really think.
He really doesn't know what to say. We're 5:56 left here in the fourth quarter.
This is where I wish I was an assistant coach for this team, because if I'd be an assistant coach for Norristown, I'd be out at center court right now talking to the referee and, you know, filling them in on the rules of basketball.
Honestly, you might not be here right now if you were an assistant coach for this team. We don't know right now. So, but I'd have to agree with you. All night it's been very inconsistent. If you're going to call it one way, that's fine. If you're going to call it another way, that's fine. But don't keep flip-flopping back and forth. And that's really what drives you nuts, because if it's consistently bad, you just figure that it's, you know, it's what they call, it's what the game that they believe in. But when it flip-flops back and forth, that's really when it starts to get annoying. And that's when it's frustrating, because if you don't get a break, you're now wondering why you didn't get that break last time.
That's right. And in a close game like this, where you have a really good squad that's not playing as good as they should, that's when it becomes a real shame.
Still 5:56 left in the fourth quarter. Norristown down by 6. They've been hanging all night. They got to start conversion here, and they can't wait till it starts to get in within 2 minutes. All right, while we're here, we want to thank Mr. Tony Koya, head of the Communications Center, Mr. Sam Galbraith, who's our producer, director tonight, and our camera people, Monica Faust and Alana Gardino.
All those cameramen and women do a fine job for us, and I'm always told by a lot of people here in the hallways here at Norristown High School and by people in the community that they saw us broadcasting the game, or they heard our voices as they were flipping through the channels, and they say that everyone does a fine job, either John Price and myself or Greg and myself. We are all doing the best we can, and we have fun doing these games, as I'm sure the camera people do, and the fans that watch our games, they have fun too.
It's a pleasure to bring them to you, especially on a game like this. Very exciting as Jess Rinditz hits both her foul shots. Now Norristown got to put some points on the board here, and Jackie Cresswell, no good. Good hustle by Amy Jablonski, though, to grab the rebound on that. Kelly underneath the Cresswell.
They're sort of working their magic tonight, Cresswell and Kelly. They sort of a duo that works well together.
That I don't understand, because it looked like Amy Jablonski was trying to foul her, and they didn't call anything on that. So
Now they're going to let him play. I don't understand.
Oh well, I guess it's whatever feeling we get here. Now Nicole Jarrett with the ball. Work around, they've been running that pick all night. Hasn't really been successful so far yet. Jen Brown now with the turnaround, no good. Jess Rinditz underneath there for the rebound. Poked away off of Pennridge. And very tall Jana Rediger back in for number 10, Jen Brown. Rinditz into Herman. Back to Rinditz in the corner. She'll go baseline. Puts it up and it's good. Jess Rinditz, game high, 18 points tonight.
She wasn't intimidated one bit by Jackie Wade or Jackie Cresswell, who were guarding her. She just went right for the basket. As Jackie Wade says, take that. I'll answer right back with my own version.
And Norristown with a smart play here, going into their press. And there we go. Rebecca Springman poked that away. Norristown just couldn't get to that ball. Herman, go to the hole. No good. Rediger. And that'll fall, and we'll get a foul called on that against Norristown. On Amy Jablonski, that's her second.
I don't know what the call was there. Amy Jablonski shot to a shot to the head. How could she put a shot to Rediger's head? She doesn't even come up to her shoulder. I don't know. We're maybe watching two games here, Greg. Maybe there's another game going on in the referee's mind or something.
Inside, Amanda Freeland, that's her 6th point of the night there.
And it's getting a little out of hand right now. It's a 10-point deficit for the Eagles. This is where they need to step up, maybe take some three-pointers. There's Melissa Kelly, just as I say. She takes a big three-pointer. It's no good. Springman with a rebound. Working as hard as they can, and they don't get rewarded for their effort.
We're only getting one jump ball a quarter. Unfortunately, every time it's going to Pennridge, so Norristown got to try and do something here. Even though 4 minutes left, now you're down by 10, but you got to slow down, you got to run your offense, and you got to try and get points. You've been playing pretty well so far. And 10 points, the way they've been playing and the way they've been getting some open shots tonight, isn't really a tough thing to do. So Tara Herman now with the ball. Rinditz now. Rediger will spin off that pick. Puts it up, no good. She gets her own rebound.
Yeah, and she also took the ball right out of one of her teammates' hands, which should have been a traveling call.
Now 14 for Rediger. Kelly inside to Jackie Waite, doing all she can. Springman now with the ball. Swings it back out to Cresswell, and we're going to get foul on Rinditz. Good call right there. Jess Rinditz got called for the reach-in. That's her, I believe that's her 3rd unofficially.
Timeout's going to be called by Coach Jackson in Norristown, and they're going to try to put something together here for the final 3 minutes and 19 seconds. 48-36, Pennridge. This is a game that the Pennridge coach would have liked to see the whole game, or the type of game that he would have liked to see. But Norristown, the scrappy defense and the go-get-'em offense enabled them to stay close this long.
It was a shame to see right now, because if you're watching this game and you just turn it on, you're going to see 12 points and you're going to say, oh, this has been a pretty good blowout the whole game. But it really hasn't been, and Norristown stayed close. They were within 3 at halftime, and they were within 6, 8, and then brought it down to 4, back to 6. All night they were within single digits, and they really just couldn't convert on that one more basket just to bring that within 2 and really try and get back into this game.
Yeah, it's gonna show up in the paper as a victory. Well, I don't want to count the Norristown Eagles out. They're not out yet, but it's gonna look in the paper to be sort of a lopsided game at this point in the game, but it's not. It's just a lot of calls going Pennridge's way in the second half, and shots falling, and errant passes by Norristown. Hopefully they can crawl their way back into this one. They're only down by 12, and they have 4 or 5 girls out there on the floor that can put the basket in at any moment.
Kelly now around to Cresswell. Cresswell, Jablonski. Jablonski puts it up really quickly. Rebound by Jana Rediger. Now Norristown becoming cold on the offensive end. Pennridge starting to score on their offensive end. That spells for trouble for Norristown. Herman gets it over to Rinditz. Rinditz, no good. Freeland. And Melissa Kelly catches that pass, loses it, gets it right back. Puts it up. No good.
She took control of that play, and she put the ball in her own hands, and she tried to take care of business, but it just wouldn't fall. She gets called for a foul here. A very rare foul for Melissa Kelly in this respect. She has 3 fouls tonight. One of those was a total rip-off. This one was more deserved.
And you really have to say maybe she's just trying to do too much, and with 2:35 left and you're down by 12 points, you get to the point where you say, okay, I'm one of the leaders of this team, and I got to step up and I got to try and make something happen. And if she gets that, if she gets that steal, it's within 10, and that's it's a really big play.
And that's true of all. It's true of all teams. It goes all the way up to the college ranks and into the professional ranks. Someone like Michael Jordan, when the Bulls are down, they have to come up. He has to pull up his level of play and say, I got to take this matter into my own hands. If I have to go score 50 points by myself, I'll do it.
Well, I mean, you get the captain of a 5- and 6-year-old basketball team, and they'll do the same thing. They'll grab the ball and they'll want to put it up all the time too, because they know that they need points.
Yeah, it's a natural instinct. It's sort of like you put blinders on and you just got to start shooting. As Jamie Jablonski puts up a 3-point attempt, it's good. It's good, and we're close again. We're up there down to 9 points now.
Norristown got to get into their press. Got to try and create something here. Pennridge breaks it pretty well. Now they'll slow down the play. There's Amy Jablonski following Nicole Jarrett. Now Jess Rinditz with the ball. Always look it up when she dribbles. Very impressed by Jess Rinditz tonight. We're going to get a foul on Melissa Kelly. That's her 4th.
I have no comment, Greg. You're looking for me to say something. I'm not going to say anything. I thought that was just good defense, but once again, I'll be having nightmares about these 2 referees. I have a college game tomorrow night. I hope we don't have another debacle like this.
Jarrett puts in her first for her 3rd point of the night. Now Pennridge back out to 10 points.
At this point of the game, we want to talk a little bit about our other sports teams. We have the boys basketball team, and they have some games coming up, 3 games left in their league play, and it looks like they could be 3 easy games. I believe they take on Pennridge tonight. They have CB East and they have Abington left on their schedule, and Norristown looking to be one of the top seeds in District 1 playoffs. Also, our wrestling team winning back-to-back Suburban League division titles in wrestling, and they did that this Saturday with a win over Abington, a decisive win over Abington. It was good to see Steve Harner's program once again enjoying success as they move into district and regional competition. They were district champions last year, league champions, regional champions, and they had 3 or 4 wrestlers go to the state tournament, with 1 coming out with a gold medal and several other medals as well. And we have our indoor soccer program playing a game on Saturday. Is that right, Greg?
We're playing tomorrow night, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tomorrow night.
I appreciate the plug, though. I really do.
It'll be tomorrow night, and by the time you see us broadcast, the game will already be over. But we have to send a word out to our indoor program, coached by George Lazarowitz. An indoor program is almost a necessary component of any soccer program, and they'll be playing tomorrow night in King of Prussia.
And believe me, I'll be looking forward to it. I am one of the members of the team, and we won't comment too much about it, but I do have to say that we're looking pretty good this year, so hopefully we'll come out with a trophy at least out of the league this year.
That's right. You have players like Tom Spitko, and who else is out there on the team for you?
Well, we got Rob Bruni, we got Carl Baker, and I do have to say that Garrett Hickman's sitting to the right of me, well, far to the right, and I know he'd yell at me if I didn't say anything about him, so we'll put him in there too.
All right, and we've got to hand it to the girls tonight here on the floor as Jackie Cresswell takes the tape off her left knee and kids around with Coach Jackson. Coach Jackson's got to be happy with this effort. It's only 11 points now. It's down to 10 against a really tough Ram squad, a squad that looks like they're going to go very far in the district playoffs. They're probably going to have an excellent seed with a 17 or an 18-4 overall record and an 11-4 Suburban 1 League record. They're probably going to get a great seed and probably go pretty far because they've got a lot of threats on the floor.
Well, Norristown, they don't have many games left this year, and it is late in the season, and really can't say that this is a building block, but you can say this is a building block because you come out the last 2 games and you have confidence, and you can go into another team's gym and you can say, they can ask how you're doing this year. You can say, oh, you know, we're not having the best year that Norristown's ever had, but you know, we hung against teams like Pennridge, a team that's 18-4. You may have gone into a place like CB West or a place like Abington and might have beaten the girls team by 30. And it's nice to say you hung with that team for 3.5 quarters.
That's right. Amy Jablonski moves it up. Melissa Kelly for 3. It's off the mark. Jackie Waite with the rebound. She puts it up. She misses hers too as Tamay Ellis battles with Rediger underneath. 25 seconds left in the game. Pennridge trying to just run out the clock as Melissa Kelly's going to be called for another foul. I think that's number 5 as she starts walking right to the bench. She knows her place on the floor. She knows exactly what's going on, how many points she has and how many fouls, and she's played a valiant effort. She's had 11 points in a losing effort, and she's got to feel pretty good about it as Katie Heslin comes in. Katie had a pretty good game in the JV game. She had some quality minutes there.
And let's give Melissa Kelly just another applause for that, because she had a great game tonight, and really at one point in the second quarter really said, hey, this is my home court, and don't get to play many more games here. And you know what, I'm going to impress this crowd, and I'm going to make some people from Pennridge go, wow, this girl is really good, and this girl can play.
That's right, and we know that she's going on to Textile next year on an athletic scholarship to play basketball. We wish her the best of luck there as Katie Heslin takes a shot with 11 seconds to go. It's no good. Rebound again to Pennridge. Less than 5 seconds. Rindich will just hold on to the ball as 3 Norristown Eagles converge on her. And there's going to be, this is an interesting foul. Now, are they going to send, yeah, they've got to send her. They call a foul, it's an intentional foul, and then they call the foul off because time runs off the clock. They're not going to shoot the free throws, and referees better run to the locker room because I'm on their tail after. This game was horrible.
That's it. Says it all right there, folks.
Pennridge played an excellent game. They came out in the second half and they really turned the tide on Norristown. Norristown tried to stick with them as close as they could, and because of a poor officiating job by these 2 guys who ran away to the locker room, I don't even know if we should pay them. Norristown had to suffer defeat here at 53-40. Against a real tough Rams squad. The Rams now move to 18-4 overall, 11-3 in the league. Norristown falls to 4-10 in the league and 6-15 overall. And that's all I have to say. Greg, you want to run down the points there for him?
Yeah, we're going to run down the points for Pennridge first. Jess Rinditz with a game-high 18 points. Very impressive game for the point guard. Jana Rediger with 15. We're going to have Jen Brown with 8 points, Amanda Freeland with 6 points, and Nicole Jarrett with 5 points. For Norristown, we got Rebecca Springman with 10 points, and Melissa Kelly, the Norristown leading scorer, with 11 points. Jackie Cresswell with 7, Amy Jablonski with 6, Jackie Waite with 5, and Tamay Ellis with 1. But you got to give some respect to Jackie Waite and Tamay Ellis. Great game underneath, doing all they could. Odds against them with very tall Pennridge team. And they banged, and they were about as physical as they could be. And you really have to applaud their efforts tonight. So I guess that's it here from Norristown Area High School. Once again, the final score of 53-40 for Pennridge. For Neil Schaefer, I'm Greg Fry, signing off for tonight from Norristown Area High School Gym.